I keep finding long black hairs in my boyfriend's and I's bathroom. I have red hair.
That don't add up to me.
I, 24 female, and my boyfriend, 26 male, have been together for 4 years and living together for 1.5 years. For the first year, we lived with another friend, but now it's just the two of us. This comes from throwaway123409876 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So we've had some big fights in the beginning of our relationship the first year, but we worked through them, and now we have a great relationship overall. However, since we moved into our current apartment, I keep finding long black hairs in the bathroom. They're about 65 centimeters long and straight.
OP is doing science projects on the hairs in the bathroom.
I should mention my hair is red and my hair is short, barely 15 centimeters long. For those of you that don't know, 15 centimeters is
6 inches. 30 centimeters is a foot.
Okay, so 2 feet versus like half a foot. Oh my gosh. So it can't be his. His hair is short, barely 15 centimeters, so it can't be his. The first time I found one, I called him while he was with his sister and told him, "We need to talk when you get home. You better hurry." I was really nervous. When he got back, he yelled at me for embarrassing him in front of his sister. He denied everything and didn't want to discuss it further. Okay, break up right here. At the time, I tried to justify it by thinking it might have been left behind by a friend who had visited us 2 weeks earlier, or maybe I haven't cleaned properly. Since then, though, I found more hairs. Always when I come home after working at the office. The third time, I taped the hair to a piece of paper and left it for him to see when he got home. He yelled at me saying he was tired of my insecurity and reminding him he's home most of the time. He ignored me for the rest of that night too, and I eventually just moved on. Yesterday, I went to a party with work colleagues, and when I got back and went to the bathroom, I found another black hair. I called him to come and look, and he responded angrily, "Really?" Yeah, he seemed very irritated, and I ignored him, and he ignored me too. This morning, he tried to talk to me and asked why I wasn't speaking to him. But I didn't respond, and he left to go to the doctor and then went to the office. I've even tried looking at his phone, but I've never found anything suspicious. He's always on his phone, either listening to podcasts or scrolling through reels, but I haven't really seen anything alarming. Most of the time we're together, and I do feel pretty loved in this relationship. But these hairs are driving me insane, especially because he refuses to address the issue or take my concerns seriously. Any advice? OP on cleaning the house and seeing if more hair showed up. OP, 2 times a week I vacuum and clean because my bathroom is beige and every hair can be seen. I am so suspicious. Any chances on OP having visitors at her place who might match the hairs? OP, I haven't really had any visitors for a while. The only way it would be for them, the hairs, to get on my clothes when I go to my sister's house. But it's happened too many times for that to be the case. I say. She has similar hair as the one I found, but I don't visit her so often. OP has visited someone else, which their hairs could have gotten on OP's clothes when she came home, and the hairs were found in different places. No, never new sheets. I have white sheets, and I've never found a hair there, only in the bathroom. My sister has the long black hair, similar to the one I found of our friends, but they don't visit us. My sister has long black hair, similar to the one I found, and one of our friends, but they don't visit us. Yes, I visit my sister once a week. This can be a possibility. Yes, my sister has similar hair, and I visit her maybe once a week or 2 times a week. I see you, bro.
OP, I think maybe, I don't know. Well, to be fair,
she's visiting with her sister, so she sees her sister.
No, but the suspicious thing about this story is actually the boyfriend's reaction.
Yeah,
because if you were doing nothing wrong, you'd just be like, I don't know even, where did that come from? It's a hair, babe. I don't know. Did it come through the vent? I don't know. Is someone breaking into our house and shedding in the bathroom? Who knows? But like the fact that he's just like, again, and then he just goes silent all night. It's like the only other scenario is you're somehow like 1 or 2 of your sister's hairs is falling off in the bathroom when you get into the shower.
But we got an update. Last night when my boyfriend got home, we had a much needed conversation. I approached him and calmly said something like, "Hey, I feel like your lack of acknowledgement around the situation is making me lose trust, and I think it's important we talk about it." I didn't accuse him of cheating, but I did share my feelings about the hairs I've been finding and explain how they've been making me feel. At first, he seemed to listen, but then he turned the conversation around, accusing me of cheating because I am bi. He said, "Why wouldn't it be you cheating?" Things escalated quickly, and he expressed frustration, saying I embarrassed him when I call while he's out because of my insecurities. To add some context, I found out recently that one of his ex-girlfriends is no longer engaged. This is someone we've had issues with in the past. Years ago, he flirted with her at a birthday party I organized for him, which led us to breaking up temporarily. Before we moved in together, he used to hang out with her without telling me. And I know he occasionally messaged her, though he hides it. Her hair is dark red, but it's not hers that I'm finding. But their history still makes me uneasy. But people can dye their hair.
Have you heard of hair dye?
Yeah, my girlfriend dyes her hair. Seems like a lot.
You got to stay up on it if that's what you're going to do. Can we do it on the count of 3 again?
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Dump
Break.
him. Our conversation last night shifted away from the current issue to larger arguments about a relationship. He brought up his accident, and I said I haven't supported him enough, which was particularly hurtful because during that time, I poured everything into taking care of him. I handled all the logistics, getting him to a hospital, talking to doctors, sorting out insurance. Whew. That's the biggest one right there. And even ensuring he ate and took his meds, which he needed to. I neglected my own health in the process, fainting from exhaustion after going 30 hours without food. Despite all this, we did reach a point of agreement about installing a camera at home. He was surprisingly chill about it, and we both see it as a solution, not just for the current issue, but also for the dog we're planning to get soon. But he's just going to go to her place now.
Duh, if he's cheating, they're just going to cheat somewhere else.
This update might not be the dramatic cheating story some were expecting. It's not that, it's deeper communication issues. We ended the night on okay terms, even sleeping in the same bed, though I did end up crying alone in the living room for 2 hours. I'm confused and have mixed feelings.
No, you're not okay. That didn't end on good terms when you're crying on the couch.
From the outside, I know our relationship might look unhealthy, and maybe it is, but relationships are complex. I don't expect things to always be sunshines and rainbows. There are hard periods in every relationship where people either grow together or apart.
The crux in all of this is that it has never been discussed. How did this get here?
Yeah, no, it's always been avoided.
He avoids it by getting mean, by getting aggressive, by
Bringing
going
this up.
silent treatment.
Yes.
Like he can't answer the question. And his response to it is very telling.
Answer the question.
I'll do a quick psychological breakdown. There was a great channel on YouTube a while ago that broke down police interrogations and like the subjects that were in there. And when people are innocent and are accused of something they're not guilty of, they don't begin being like, how dare you do that? They start by being like, wait, what's going on? They gather information. They're like, you're saying what? What's going on? That? This? So the response should have immediately been, wait, whose hair is that? You don't know? I don't know. Whose hair is that? And then if it continued to be, hey, there's this hair, it'd be like, okay, yeah, but I've already established, I don't know. Then over time, it would make sense in that context for like more annoyance to surface. But the fact that it was there immediately, that's a guy who's guilty trying to shut down any sort of investigation by being like, oh, just drop this.
I'm watching a really interesting podcast that explains stuff like that. I'll send it to you. I've read her book. Her book's amazing.
I'm going to shout him out. JCS Criminal Psychology. Give him a gander. The channel is dead because they can't get monetized anymore because things. But it's on YouTube. I'm
not looking to make impulse decisions right now. Aside from the fights and communication struggles, we do have a happy relationships in many ways. Like when he's happy, I'm happy. He's been a part of my life for 4 years, and I don't want to take that lightly. To those who suggest I might be sabotaging the relationship due to anxiety or depression, that is something I'm reflecting on. I appreciate the honesty, even if it's hard to hear. By the way, it's never hard to hear us go live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitch. Go check us out. We're probably live right now, but we have a pretty good bit left.
But you didn't tell them they got to tap on our profile.
But you have to tap in your profile in your end.
Tap on the profile and then you'll join the live.
We do have a lot left. I think it's going to be found out that he's cheating. He's definitely cheating.
I would be completely shocked if this guy is not cheating, especially given the fact that she said that there have been problems in the past with an ex who is now no longer engaged. Like, where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean. Anyone out there watching this going through the Malibu fires right now? Our thoughts are with you.
For those who think I'm the problem or that I'm controlling, our relationship allows for plenty of trust and independence. He spends time with his friends, follows and likes posts on Instagram, and has female friends, all without the issue from me. I don't go through his phone or invade his privacy. If I ever have questions or want to see something, he's open and shows me voluntarily. Thank you for your support and advice. You've given me a lot to think about, and I'm grateful for this community. Relevant comments. OP also mentions in the first post she finds them on days she has been in the office. Does OP work with anyone or sit near anyone with long dark hair? OP, no. I visit my sister once a week. As someone I've mentioned, she just gave birth and is shedding a lot. Most of the time, if I go to the office, I stop at her house before I go home. That is the logical justification I found for the hair because she has the exact same hair type I'm looking at. DNA test the baby.
DNA test the hair. Just like take a sample from the sister, take a sample from the house.
Do a DNA test, use that hair.
Yeah, there you go.
Comment 2. OP, did you address the point made in the comments to your first post about the hairs that could have been from your sister and brought in by you, given you give it frequently? I know a lot of people are jumping to a conclusion about your boyfriend's defensiveness, but I can understand someone getting defensive if they are repeatedly accused of being something that has nothing to do with them.
That's true, but he was defensive from the very beginning.
OP, that is the reason I did things this way. There are 2 options, if he's guilty or he's not. If he is guilty, I will find out sooner rather than later with my methods and my friends. If he is not, well, probably for an innocent person, that would be very frustrating. And how can you prove if you are not cheating? You can't. You can give him the benefit of the doubt until further suspicion and evidence. I try to talk about the trust issue we have. Commenter 3, next time, maybe find out if it's your sister's hair before coming to the internet to tell your business to strangers. OP, wasn't the point of this forum to ask for advice? Sorry, but I explained a lot of things here. And yes, okay, so they keep talking about the sister. Is that the freaking end? No fucking way.
There's no way. Dude, okay, so first of all, those comments were kind of dumb. When you are innocent and accused of a crime, your first response is not immediately being like, what the heck's going on? And then giving someone the silent treatment. Your first response, if you are innocent, would be genuine curiosity, and you would want to gather more information and say, what is this thing that's going on? I don't know anything about it. So where is that long hair? Doesn't your sister have long hair? Could it be hers? But instead it was literally the silent treatment like he's in middle school, which is, you know, a great way to not incriminate yourself? Don't say anything. So that's my 2 cents. I feel in my soul that this guy was cheating on OP.
That's the end of that story.